All right, so human rights. You're either for them or you're against them. You don't get to piecemeal human rights and divide them among people you think might deserve them. Like, I see this all the time on the right. Human rights is for all Americans, period. And it just doesn't matter if you agree with what they are, or if they're like not directed towards you, or you feel left out or something. They're for everybody. They're just not for Republicans or Democrats or independents or any affiliations, whether it be religious, sex, no matter what the category is. Human rights are for everybody. I hear this all the time on the right. The talk of freedom, the talk of autonomy, the talk of free will to choose and to do what you want in America. Life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. You hear these mantras on the right all the time. They're infused into the conversation, far back as I can remember. But at the same time, I see people being against the LGBTQ community and their rights. I see people being against women's reproductive rights. I'm seeing so many red flags across the board when it comes to this selectivity of human rights in the United States of America. This is not negotiable. This is something I don't break bread with people on. Human rights are for everyone. Not just your political opposition. Like, this is... You guys want us to stop calling you fascists? Okay, be for human rights. If you be for human rights, you're starting to beat the game. But until then, you're acting like fascists who are very selective about groups of people and their rights. Whether it's black people wanting to just live in general, not dying by the hands of the state or the knees of the state on their necks for no reason. Stuff like that. You got to get on board with the human rights. I'm not saying you have to become a Democrat. I'm not saying you have to be a political affiliation of any kind. I'm an independent. I'm saying having a select few people have human rights and then a bunch of other people not, that's incredibly morally bankrupt. And you call yourself a patriot? You're a fraud. I mean, and I'm saying don't be a fraud. You can turn this around. You can just say, you can declare that, yes, all Americans should have inalienable human rights. Life to the right of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And it doesn't matter if you agree with it, because it's not you, it's their own. Just like you have your own life, your own liberty, your own pursuit of happiness. Everyone has their own path here. And just because you don't agree with it doesn't make it any more less than your path. And I'm saying let that go and be for everybody's human rights. Be a real patriot. Be somebody who is truly a patriot. Someone who is for human rights for all and not just for a select group of people. That's not how this country should work. Not anymore. I know it did for a while, but not anymore, man. It's like, I want to reach out to the right that has really just gone off the deep end with the culture war, you know, the transphobia, the homophobia, the xenophobia, a lot of phobias going on, a lot of human rights being trampled upon, you know, and I'm not having it. And I'm sorry that you've bought into it because you've been duped. And that's a hard realization, man. So I get it. It's really hard to deduce this sometimes. That, you know, it's like, oh man, you know what? The right-wing spin machines, you know, they're kind of, I got sucked into the vacuum of hate, because it is just a big vacuum of hate on like the Fox News right and whatnot, you know, and it's just, it's okay to evolve on human rights. So please do. At least think about it.